Welcome, folks, to this exciting day, this opening day at the Pioneer Valley Baseball Field. My name is Tyler Borwell. With me is Lou Bordeaux, giving you the play-by-play action of this opening baseball game. Pioneer Panthers versus the Smith Academy Falcons. Lou, thank you so much for being here.
Tyler, opening day, wouldn't miss it for the world. I know the Red Sox are underway, the Yankees are underway. Aaron Judge of the Yankees hit a home run, his first at bat of the season. It's baseball season. We are ready to go.
I love it. And of course, our favorite co-commentator, the wind. You know, it wouldn't be an opening baseball game without the wind being here, blustering into our faces.
I did make a note before we got started. Temperature game time is 59 degrees, but that is deceptive. If you look over at the flag over towards the parking area, there is a stiff wind out of the east. Not sure, but based on the fact that I'm still wearing my hockey gear, I think that the wind chill's probably around 20 right now. We are going to have, as Tyler said, the Smith Academy Falcons here to take on the Panthers for opening day. Falcons are going to start with a lineup of Cam Graves at second base, Logan Graves shortstop, Griffin Smierowski is going to be on the hill, Ryan Belina, it's going to be catching, Josh Gingras first base, Cody Brock is the DH, Harrison LaFlamme third base, Isaac Baranowski in right field, Garrett Willard in left field, and Griffin Goldman in center. For your Pioneer Panthers, the opening day lineup looks like this. I'm going to start off with Braden Sipanyuk. He's going to be behind the plate. Alex McClellan gets a start at third base today. Ethan Quinn be playing shortstop. Hugh Syhowski going to hit cleanup, play first base today. Ethan Mouth, or Mothe. I don't know. I don't see an accent aigu there.
Mothy, I believe.
Mothy. We'll go with Mothy. He's going to be our left fielder. Peter Loud, second base. My good buddy Ian Simpson on the hill. Luke Bellemure is going to be in center field. And Ben Werner going to hit ninth, and he's going to play right field today. And the Panthers are taking the field. So even with my blunders, Tyler, I think we're in good shape for the shape that we're in. And we are just mere moments away from opening day action here in Northfield.
Well, you know, the way it went with the basketball season is, you know, I felt like I nailed it down to kind of a well-oiled machine as far as production-wise. But even though it wasn't the first year doing it, there's still all the kind of, you know, trying to remember what I did, what worked, what didn't work, what kind of issues I had. And this is no different. And we're out here with multiple cameras and deep center field and forgetting what I need to do to cover everything, and so it'll all come back to me. You know, it's like riding a bike.
Well, the baseball players, they get to have their bit of spring training, but for us, you know, I've gone right from the hockey rink to the baseball diamond now, and you know, as you said, Tyler, multiple camera feed. I don't have a monitor here in front of me today. The wind took care of that pretty early on.
Yeah, knocking the monitor over.
So if we struggle with a few uniform numbers, please don't hold that against us. Later on in the season, we're going to try and broadcast from a little closer to the action. But for those of you who haven't seen us set up here in Northfield, we are set up in straightaway center field. I'm in a ballpark at about 380 feet from home plate. The wind makes us feel much closer.
And you know, something to always keep in mind with this opening game is Pioneer is returning as Class D Western Mass champs. You know, winning that against Granby last year, and it's going to be really interesting to see what they got going on. Lost 4 seniors, so it's gotta hit a little hard. But you know, they had a lot of return players, and it's going to be really exciting to see what they do this year.
You make a good point, Tyler. I was going to plan on discussing that Western Mass Championship a little bit later today, and we can certainly touch on it as the telecast continues. But as we look at that Panthers lineup, there's a lot of familiar names there.
Oh, absolutely. Let's see. Some of the major ones. I mean, Luke Billhumer, center fielder, is coming back. Peter Loud. Husajowski. The first pitch is in the dirt.
Ball 1 to Cam Graves. Pitch just missed low. Fouled off. Count goes to 1-1. Ian Simpson, the senior. Hard to believe so many of these student athletes that I've known for a long, long time are now the senior class. Nice pitch right down Broadway. It's 1-2.
Well, and that also includes your youngest, right?
Yes, sir.
As one of those seniors.
Strike 3. 1 up, 1 down.
Nice start for Ian Simpson there on the mound.
Logan Graves, the shortstop. He's stepping in right now. And the co-op hockey program, Ball 1, had their season-ending banquet yesterday, and I would certainly have to mention that senior goaltender Josh Bordeaux got the Green Wave MVP award.
Oh, right on the inside of that box. Oh, that's fantastic. Josh got
the
MVP
team
award?
MVP award, and on Thursday the 13th, he's going to be honored down at the Dante Club in West Springfield by the Basone Awards Committee. He got the Best Goaltender in Western Mass Bruce Landon Award. So,
oh, wow.
high fly ball out to left field.
Oh,
Hit a little turf divot over there. No harm, no foul.
well, the
Ethan Mouthey puts it away.
you know, I've yet to see any piles of snow from where I'm standing here, but I'm sure they're off somewhere. You know, it's early April, and the ground is going to be still kind of nasty. Another hit.
Another one launched out. Mouthey again. Puts it away. 3 up, 3 down. Nothing across for the Falcons. End of 1. Half inning of play. Falcons, nothing. And your Pioneer Panthers are coming to bat. You are watching Panther Baseball. We're glad to be back right here on BNC TV. Ready when you are.
All right, and we are back. Very quick first inning for Pioneer. Strikeout for Ian, and then a couple dingers out to Ethan Mothy.
Braden Sipanyuk, first pitch swinging, pops out to the second baseman. One quick out, Alex McClellan, the third baseman, going to step in right now. Alex saw some time last season on the other side of the diamond. Remember him over at second base quite a bit. But as you said, Tyler, with 4 of the seniors graduating, and we were very heavy on the left side of the infield with Jason Quinn, Jared Hubbard. Left a couple big holes to fill, so Alex McClellan stepping in over at third base. Count goes to 2-0. Lines one up the middle. That's the first hit of the season for the Panthers.
Nice job, Alex McClellan. And this kid just playing all around, fall, winter. Had an excellent season. Western Mass Class D basketball champions.
Toss over to first base. McClellan back in safely. There's one thing about the quick seasons in high school athletics, Tyler. So many of these student athletes are proficient in one sport, and then literally within a week after their season ends, they're already in training for the next one. So hats off to Alex McClellan. Great basketball season. And he got his baseball season off to a pretty good start. Ethan Quinn, today's shortstop, at the plate right now. Counts 2-0 on Ethan. Fouled back, 2-1.
Ethan Quinn, quite the powerhouse cleanup last year. He's been playing baseball kind of all year round during the fall sports. He played on a kind of a separate baseball league.
Yeah, McClellan steals second. Nicely done. Pitch was low to Ethan, so it's 3-1. More and more we're seeing what you would actually say are off-season sports endeavors. And I know in hockey we call it the club. Ooh. Hit by pitch. He's going to take first base. Yeah, in hockey we call it the club hockey. I know Joshua played for the Western Mass Vipers for the last 4 seasons. But in baseball, I've learned that there are a lot of club programs out for baseball as well. And it just makes such a difference for these student athletes once their regular high school season starts to have had that added experience.
You're absolutely right. I mean, we were just talking earlier about how it takes a little bit to remember how we did this for the productions and stuff, and it really helps for these guys. Fouled away. It really helps
0-2 on Hugh.
To be, they're already in motion. They've already been doing those baseball things, and then when the high school baseball season comes in, you're already a well-oiled machine.
Syhowski takes that one. Count goes to 1-2. Runners on first and second. 1 out for the Panthers. Bottom of the first, opening day here in Northfield. That one went straight up in the air. Second baseman corrals it. That's his second put out of this first inning. Runners stay put. Ethan Mothy steps in. Ethan, of course, playing left field today. He's already got 2 putouts over there. Breaking ball outside, goes to 1-1. I think that shortstop for the Falcons is getting his road work in. Goes back to cover second base, and he runs back over to his hole. Breaking ball drops in. Count goes to 1-2.
Is there any math or strategy as to whether or not shortstop or second baseman should be a... Ooh.
That's going to be a called strike 3. Panthers. No runs, 1 base hit, 2 runners left on base. We've got 1 in the books here in Northfield. Score is 0-0. You're watching Pioneer Panther baseball from a windy Pioneer Valley Regional School in Northfield. We'll be right back.
And we're back.
Catcher Ryan Bellina takes ball 1. Ian Simpson on the hill for the Panthers. Went 3 up, 3 down first frame. Just low and outside, 2-0. And Bellina watches that one. Count goes to 3-0. Unlikely he'll get the green light here. And he walks on 4 pitches. It's the first base runner of the day for the Falcons. First baseman Josh Gingras comes to the plate. Nice pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. The wind is actually kind of swirling here in Northfield right now. Alternates from easterly to southerly. Nice quick pickoff attempt by Simpson. Bellina dives back in. It's inside, 1-1. Hugh Sajowski holding ground over there at first base. Beautiful pitch on the outside corner.
Oh, a little bit of a miss, rolls into the outfield, but
so it was called
good
strike.
backup.
Yeah, it was called strike three. I was watching home plate as the runner broke for second. So Gingras is out on strikes. And that's a stolen base for Ryan Bellina. He's in scoring position, 1 out. Cody Brock at the plate. Cody's the DH today for the Falcons. Usually we like to pepper you with some witty statistics here, but this being the first game of the season, we've got no statistics.
Not even sure if Smith has had a bean. Looks all right though. Already numb from the cold and wind, no doubt.
Yeah, and hats off to my buddy Ian Simpson on the hill. He doesn't have the long sleeves on under his jersey. Strike one to Harrison Laflamme. Laflamme's the third baseman for the Falcons. Falcons threatening, top of the second. Runners on first and second, 1 out. Fouled off, count goes to 0-2. Nice timed play there. Saw Peter Loud and Ethan Quinn working both sides of the bag.
Very interesting strategy there. Now, I guess I'm curious if Ethan was kind of working around the runner, almost distracting him, maybe even stepping in his way. Strike three. And are you allowed to block their view, even if it's briefly, like walking past in front of them?
Yeah, a play like that is really a timed thing. Ball goes back to the box. Ian collects it. Over to Sajowski, and that's all she wrote. No runs across for the Falcons in the top of the second. Leave 2 runners on base. We're in the middle of the second inning here in Northfield. It's 0-0. We'll be right back.
And we are back, bottom of the second.
No scores so far. Peter Loud, Ian Simpson, Luke Belhumer scheduled to bat for the Panthers here in the bottom of the second. First ball goes in high. Peter Loud, longtime second baseman for the Panthers. Count goes to 2-0.
Also a fellow commentator who vigorously tried to convince me to give him a mic for commentating while he's out there on the field.
Just out at first. Good hustle by Peter. We actually talked about doing something similar with these nifty wireless mics we have here. We were contemplating doing it for the hockey season, and it turns out it's actually a Maya rule that you can't have any kind of sound equipment on the bench.
Well, I can understand how that could be abused. Not definitely by no means making any accusations, but I can see perhaps a more nefarious team could find some unscrupulous. No, that's not the word. I don't know. I lost myself.
Must be the wind.
Yep. It's all blowing in the wind.
Count goes to 1-2 on Ian Simpson. Ian had a dandy junior year.
One in particular, during that championship game against Granby, had a really, really important diving catch in center field. It really saved Pioneer.
And the ball goes into left field. Ian Simpson. Base hit. Luke Belhumer, the center fielder, steps in. Quick move to first. Simpson back in safely. Nice sacrifice bunt by Belhumer. Advances Ian to second base. So with 2 out, Ben Werner going to come up to the plate. Ben's the right fielder today for the Panthers. Slices one the other way. Drops into left field. Left fielder can't handle it. Simpson goes around and scores.
And with 2 outs, Pioneer first to be on the board.
Ben Werner. Nice little placement on that hit into left field.
It's like he kind of reached for it too, and it's nice to get a hit out of that.
Yeah, I was in on the fist. He fought it off, but really good piece of skillful hitting. Braden Sipanyuk back in. Counts 1-1 on Braden. I'm sorry, count was 0-2. That's strike 3. But the Panthers Score the first run of the game. 1 run on 2 base hits, 1 runner left. We are at the end of 2 innings here in Northfield. Panthers lead this one 1-0. We'll be right back here on BNC TV.
All right, welcome back, folks. Top of the 3rd inning. Pioneer just getting on the board late in the bottom of the 2nd inning. I believe it was Ben Werner driving in a run. Was that correct?
That is correct, sir. Loud to Syhowski. 1 pitch, 1 out. That was Garrett Willard. Left fielder for the Falcons. Coming up now, Griffin Goldman. He's the center fielder today, wearing... Oh, I take that back.
Strike 1.
Actually, the Falcons have a DH in the lineup, so the center fielder's not batting. This is Cam Graves. Well, just gets past Simpson. And no play, it's an infield hit.
Well, it's always really difficult as a pitcher to pretty much still be in the final emotions of your windup and the ball comes shooting back at you. It's hard to react to it.
Infield pop-up. And McClellan makes the catch.
Two down.
Pitcher Griffin Smirowski steps up. Flew out to left field in the 1st inning. Ball went just a little bit high.
And if we can't comment enough on the wind blowing during that last play. Oh, strike. The wind picked up and slid my laptop towards me. Kind of almost knocking it off the table. So that's fun.
And the flag is pretty much standing out straight all by itself now. Foul ball, count goes to 1-2. On the Smith Academy hurler.
Well, looks like Smith man on first was ready to steal on that one anyways. Sox having to go back and do it all over again.
Swing and a miss, strike 3.
And just like that.
That is Ian Simpson's 4th strikeout of the day so far. For Smith Academy in the 3rd. No runs, 1 base hit, 1 runner left. We're in the middle of the 3rd inning. It's 1-0 Panthers. You're watching Pioneer Panther Baseball here on BNC TV and streamed on YouTube.
All right, and we are back with the bottom of the 3rd inning. Looks like it's McClelland up to bat.
And he watches that first one go outside, ball 1. Panthers on top, 1-0. Ben Werner RBI single in the 2nd. It's always interesting to see where a team starts out their season and how things progress over the next roughly 100 days.
Oh, definitely. Depending on the scheduling and who just needs to shake off the cobwebs and stuff, it's very interesting. And
third baseman made a beautiful stop over there, but the ball handcuffed him, was hit so hard. Alex McClellan on with an infield single. Ethan Quinn at the plate. Ethan was hit by a pitch his first time. McClellan leads off first. That was high to Quinn, 1-0.
oh,
That's a double play. Quinn lined it back to the box. Throw back over to first base. Score that one 1-3 on the double play.
it was quite a nice snag there by the pitcher. That ball was sent up there, and I think I could see the ball out the edge of his glove, so he just barely snagged it.
Hugh Syhowski at the plate. Suddenly bases are empty, 2 out. Ball outside, 2-1. No sooner did we comment on how nice it felt when the wind stopped, Tyler, all of a sudden, I think I got moved here on the platform by about 6 inches.
Oh.
Called strike 3.
Watching. No, yeah, you're totally right. You know, the wind is always trying to remind us that it's still here. And we also will still be here. We're going to take a short break. And when we come back, top of the 4th inning, Smith, who do we got on deck for Smith?
Ryan Bellina, Josh Gingras, and Cody Brock scheduled for the Falcons.
All right, and we'll see you in a bit. We'll be right back to this live stream and rebroadcast on cable, BNC TV. Welcome back, folks. Top of the 4th inning.
As advertised, Ryan Bellina, Smith Academy catcher, steps up. Ryan walked his first time up. Takes that one, ball 1. Got underneath that one. And McClellan puts it away. Just on the edge of the outfield grass. It's Amtrak time here in Northfield.
That means it must be about 4:45. Oh, 4:44. Yeah, it's early.
Gingras fouls that one back, 0-1. Breaking pitch drops right in, 0-2. Simpson looking to nibble the outside corner, just missed. Counts 2-2 on Josh Gingras. Foul down the right field line.
Definitely looked like one of those protection swings. Didn't really drive through it.
Strike 3.
Ooh, caught him looking.
Cody Brock, designated hitter for the Falcons. Takes strike one. Brock was hit by a pitch in the second inning. Swung right through that one, 0-2. Ball just outside. Just like the previous hitter, goes to a 2-2 count. Just inside, count goes full, 3-2. And Brock works a base on balls. Very patient hitter up there. Certainly one of the hallmarks of the responsibility of being a DH. Third baseman Harrison LaFlamme steps in now. He struck out in the second inning. Simpson catches the outside corner with that first pitch, 0-1. Quickly makes it 0-2. Just missed.
This wind.
This wind is pretty special right now, Tyler.
Man, it's got a little ferocity to it.
Just missed on the inside corner. Runner steals second. Count is 2-2 on the batter, Harrison LaFlamme. Chops that into the ground. McClellan picks it up, can't handle it. Falcons, runners at the corners with 2 out. Right fielder Isaac Baranowski lines it right back to Simpson.
Ian was ready for that one. Almost seems like he just held his glove up and didn't look.
Just like magic.
Well,
it's going to wrap it up for the Falcons in the top of the fourth. No runs for the Falcons. Had 2 runners left on base. No harm, no foul, as they say. We are in the middle of the 4th inning in a fast-moving game here at Pioneer. Panthers lead this one 1-0. Glad you're with us here on BNC TV and streaming on YouTube. We'll be back in just a moment.
welcome back, folks, to this exciting game. It's the bottom of the 4th inning.
Ethan Mouthey takes strike 1. Ethan struck out looking in the first inning. Takes that one just a little high, 1-1. One and
Very
2
low
on the
strike.
Panther left fielder. I'm sorry, Tyler.
No, that's fine.
High into left field. And left fielder puts it away. Garrett Willard. Peter Loud, second baseman for the Panthers, comes up to the plate. Peter grounded out to short in the second inning. Takes that one high, 1-0. Fouled out of play, 1-2. Ian Simpson's on deck for the Panthers. Shortstop got it over to first, throws in the dirt. First baseman couldn't handle it. Loud is safe at first.
Nice hustle there by Peter Loud.
And pitcher Ian Simpson, my good buddy Ian Simpson, steps up to the plate. And the pickoff attempt gets thrown out of play. Loud goes to second. So 2 errors gets Peter Loud to second base. Error on the shortstop on the throw. And the pitcher throwing that one away. Panthers with a runner in scoring position, just 1 out. Bottom of the 4th. Simpson with a defensive swing. 0-1. Ian takes that one low and inside. 1-1's the count. Just fouled off a home plate.
Fouled away over towards the Pioneer fans.
This wind. He's lucky it didn't get blown back in fair.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I was giggling earlier at seeing my audio. Ooh, caught looking. Strike 3. I was looking at the audio levels and the levels that or how high the audio goes up when you and I speak. And I'm comparing it to when neither of us is talking, but the wind is blowing. And the wind is almost as loud as us.
High and outside, ball 1 to Luke Bellemure. Luke made a nice sacrifice bunt back in the second inning. Sacrifice bunt set up. The base hit by Ben Warner that drove in the only run of the game so far. Two outs, bottom of the fourth. Peter Loud on second base for the Panthers. Count goes to 1-2 on the Panther center fielder. Just wow.
Holding down my equipment right now. I kind of hope there isn't a hit right now. And he's walked. Two outs, runners on first and second.
Ben Warner comes to the plate. Ben drove in the only run of the game with a single back in the second inning. And he grounds out to second base. That's going to wrap it up for the Panthers in the fourth inning. No runs, 2 runners left on base. We have 4 innings in the books here in Northfield. It's 1-0 Panthers. Stay tuned, 5th inning coming right up.
Welcome back, folks. Top of the 5th inning. Pioneers still leading by 1. Simpson still on the hill, pitching a terrific game.
Strike 1 to Garrett Willard. Garrett is the left fielder for the Smith Academy Falcons. Grounded out to second base his first time up. Bounces in the dirt. 1-1. Foul tip, 1-2.
It's amazing, just a sliver of connection, and you can hear that way out here.
Called strike 3. Great pitch.
And you know, with
Ian's 6th strikeout of the day.
With Ian on the mound, I got really accustomed last year to Ian giving me updates to the count and how many outs there were after every pitch. Difficult for him to maintain that and be on the mound. That's hitting in the parking lot.
Counts 1-1 on Cam Graves, second baseman for the Falcons. Cam's 1 for 2 today. Loud to Syhowski, 2 out. Shortstop Logan Graves at the plate. Logan's 0 for 2 today. Make that 1 for 3. Opposite field single for the Falcons shortstop. Pitcher Griffin Smirowski coming up to the plate, looking to help his cause here. He's actually pitched a really good game today, but he's down 1-0 after 4 innings. Got under that one. And put away.
Nice job chasing that down by Luke Billhumer. And that's it. Boy, these, gotta say, these innings with Pioneer in the field, they're quick to put them away. Good defense here on the Pioneer team.
We're in the middle of the 5th inning here at Northfield. The breezy Northfield. Panthers are on top, 1-0. Be back with the bottom of the 5th in just a moment.
Welcome back, folks. Bottom of the 5th inning. After a very short top of the 5th. Ball 1.
Bottom of the 5th, top of the order. Catcher Braden Sipanyuk up there. Braden looking for his first hit of the day. One and two. Two and two to the Panther catcher.
Popped out to second base.
Second time
Second
today.
baseman. My bad.
Second time today's popped out to the second baseman.
Oh, same spot last time?
First inning, on the first pitch, he went over to the right side. Left-handed hitting Alex McClellan lines one up the middle for a base hit.
Nice job, McClellan, on the first pitch.
That is his third hit of the day. He's 3 for 3. Shortstop Ethan Quinn coming up. Last time Ethan lined into that double play right back to the pitcher. Ball gets away from the catcher. McClellan goes to second and turns, puts on the brakes.
I believe that was ball 1, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sometimes you get caught up on working the camera and stuff like that on those. You forget what the count was.
Ethan lines this one out of center field. Drops in right up to the fence. McClellan turns, he scores. Quinn rounds second, he's into third. With a stand-up triple, it's 2-0 Panthers.
Now hits like that, that is the familiar Ethan Quinn that we saw last year. But once he finds his pitch, he's
excuse me,
just cranks it. Nice job, Ethan Quinn.
Hit that one straight away to the deepest part of the ballpark. Hugh Syhowski at the plate. Nobody out. Ethan Quinn. No, excuse me, 1 out. Ethan Quinn at third. Count is 1-1 on Syhowski. Hugh goes the other way. That's a base hit. Quinn's going to score. Panthers take a 3-0 lead.
You know, I'd hate to jinx it, but always a good way to start a sentence. Hate to jinx it, but I was mentioning earlier, Pioneer tends to really open things up in the 4th and 5th inning. And right now, with the 2 being driven in this inning, you know, this game is no exception.
We did see a lot of that last season, Tyler. A very close game, 1-2 run difference, and all of a sudden, floodgates open. Panthers would push 4, 5, 6 runs across. So we've got 2 across here in the bottom of the 5th. Take a 3-0 lead. Home plate umpire taking care of some housekeeping. Syhowski dives back into first base safely. Ethan Mothy at the plate. Ethan's 0 for 2 on the day. And he lines it up the middle. That's a base hit. Syhowski holds his ground at second base. Panthers continue to threaten.
Still only 1 out. Smith coach coming out to the hill.
Going to be a little strategy session for the Panthers here. While Smith Academy coach Mike Afflito talks to his pitcher. Fifth inning, cold day like this, he may be ready to make a change, although I haven't seen anybody warming up for him. And he's going to stay with his hurler.
And
Pitcher Griffin Smirowski, kind of the recipient of some well-placed hits by the Panthers. And historically, the Panthers are a good hitting ball team. First pitch to Peter Loud is low. And for the pickoff play to second, Sajowski dives back in. Peter Loud swinging for the fences on that one.
Oh, he wanted it. You could see it in the swing.
Peter Loud takes a walk.
That's going to load the bases up.
Bases are loaded for pitcher Ian Simpson.
And 1 out. You running on right now?
Yes, sir. One out here in the bottom of the fifth. Ball outside. Simpson gets under that one. Right fielder makes the catch. Runners hold their positions. Bases remain loaded for the Panthers. Luke Belhumeur coming to the plate. Luke had a sacrifice bunt in the second. Reached on a base on balls in the fourth inning. Right back to the box. Smirowski goes to first base. 2 quick outs. And he got out of trouble.
Now that could have...
I'm sorry, Tyler.
That's okay. That could have... 2 runs scored by Pioneer, but that could have ended a lot worse.
Panthers do push across 2 runs on 4 base hits. They left the bases loaded. We are through 5 innings here in Northfield. Panthers lead this one 3-0. We're going to be back with 6th inning action in just a moment right here on BNC TV and streaming on YouTube.
Welcome back, folks. Top of the 6th inning.
Panthers on top 3-0. Ian Simpson on the mound for the Panthers. Ryan Bellina at the plate. He's the catcher for the Falcons today. Josh Gingras in the on-deck circle. Cody Brock in the hole. Count goes to 1-1. Sliced over to Peter Loud. Yeah, we've got one out here in the top of the 6th. First baseman Josh Gingras at the plate. Gingras 0 for 2 on the day. And make that 1 for 3. First pitch swinging. Gingras on first base, 1 out. Cody Brock, the DH, at the plate. Cody's been on base twice today, hit by pitch in the 2nd inning. Got on again in the 4th on a walk. Simpson goes right down Broadway with that one, 0-1. Beautiful double play.
It's hard to even catch up with that with the cameras.
4 to 6 to 3. A thing of beauty. That's going to wrap it up in the top of the 6th for the Falcons. No runs, 1 base hit, nobody left. We're in the middle of the 6th inning. It's 3-0 Panthers. We'll be right back here on BNC TV.
Welcome back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Pioneer, previous inning, opening things wide up to a 3-run lead. First pitch in the dirt.
It's ball 1 to Ben Werner. Ben had a single in the second inning. One's up high. Grounded out to second base in the fourth. He's 1 for 2 on the day. He's got a run batted in. Line drive up the middle for a base hit. Catcher Braden Sipanyuk comes up.
We're now back to the top of the batting order for Pioneer, if I remember correctly.
Braden's 4th trip to the plate. Oh for 3 on the day. Braden waiting for his pitch up there.
Sipanyuk with a full count.
He's going to take a walk. Looked like he wasn't sure at the last minute if the umpire was going to call that one. I was very close, but a good patient eye up there by the Panther catcher. Alex McClellan up at the plate now. Alex got things started for the Panthers last inning with a base hit. McClellan's out, 4-3. Panther runners advance.
Even if it was unintentional, a nice sacrifice. Put 2 runners in scoring position.
Second and third, 1 out for Ethan Quinn. And they give him an intentional walk. Loads the bases.
It's always got to be a nice compliment to get intentionally walked.
Bases loaded for Hugh Syhowski. Jumping from the frying pan into the fire. One's just off the plate, 1-0. Two and 0. Yeah, I was wrong. It was 3-0. Make that ball 4. Hugh gets a run batted in for walking with the bases loaded.
And as expected, Smith coach taking another walk out.
And I got to think that's going to be it for his pitcher.
It's definitely a difficult situation.
Smirowski hands the ball off to third baseman. Umpire's in the way. I can't see the number. Yep, Harrison LaFlamme is going to come in to pitch.
Number 23, taking over on the hill. LaFlamme, is that?
That is correct. So it looks like he and Smirowski just traded spots out there. After the pitcher warms up, Panthers will still have bases loaded. One out. One run across here in the bottom of the sixth is 4-0 Panthers.
Gotta say, I'm a little jealous of the pitcher. I wish I could warm up too. And of course, we made comments about the wind and how chilly it is early in the baseball season, but you know, still a good Pioneer crowd out here. Folks coming out to support, and you know, we love bringing this game to you, but there's nothing like being here in person. You know, on those later games that start 6, 7 o'clock at night. Those are some fun games to be at. So be sure to check the schedule and come to some of these home games. And anything you missed, we'll record it for you. Looks like Smith is all warmed up, ready to go. One out, bases loaded. Strike one.
Strike one on Ethan Mothy. Pioneers' next game, speaking of future games, Tyler, Mahar will be here in Northfield this coming Thursday at 4 o'clock to take on the Panthers. Grounded foul down the left side. Count remains 0-2.
And we're definitely hoping to bring you that game. That starts at 4.
And the Panthers go on the road for 3 in a row next week. Monday at the High School of Science. Fair ball over the third base bag.
I don't think that could have been closer to the line and still been fair.
2 runners score. 2-run single for Ethan Mothy, excuse me. Panthers break this one open.
Oh, absolutely. As I said during basketball, we'll get the names right by the end of the season. But Ethan knows who he is. Did a good job.
Absolutely.
Oh.
And I apologize for butchering anybody's name.
Hey,
I'll blame the wind.
absolutely. The wind is always to blame.
Shortstop to second. Forces Mothy out. Peter
2
Loud.
outs, man on first and third.
Peter Loud on first with the fielder's choice. So next week for the Panthers, in addition to that Monday game at the High School of Science, come right back Tuesday afternoon to go to Turner's Falls. Game time at 4 o'clock over at Turner's Falls High School. Foul ball. And 1 week from this Thursday, Panthers get on the bus and go out to Lenox to take on Lenox Memorial. Oh, Ian got hit by the pitch.
Just like that, bases loaded again.
Bases loaded for 2 out. Well, bases loaded with 2 out for Luke Belhemier. Panthers on top 6-0. Outside 2-0. Three and one. There's no place to put them. Works the count full. Shortstop can't handle it. Everybody's safe.
Ooh. Can definitely relate to those kind of things. You're thinking about steps 2 and 3 and haven't finished step 1 yet, and it just kind of fumbles. But nice job getting in front of it with a shortstop.
And the Panthers have batted around here in the bottom of the 6th. Ben Werner got this all started with a single earlier in the inning. And Werner's out, 1-3 on the put out. A big inning for the Panthers, as we were talking about earlier, Tyler. They push across 4 runs on 2 hits. There were walks, there were hit batsmen, there were fielders' choices. Pretty much everything under the sun or in the wind. We've got 6 innings in the books, and it's 7-0 Panthers. We'll be back with the 7th inning right here on BNC TV. And thank you to everybody watching us on YouTube.
Welcome back, folks. Top of the 7th inning, Pioneer the commanding lead, 7-0. 3 outs left for Pioneer to claim the W. Ian Simpson pitching a fantastic game. Let's see if he can close it out.
And strike one. It's Harrison LaFlamme. He is now the pitcher for Smith Academy. Count quickly goes to 0-2.
A little protecting dribbler.
Wasn't sure if you wanted to swing or not. Did the safe thing.
Hey, 0-2, you got to protect.
Tapped it foul down the first base line. Ian gives him the gas up high, 1-2.
A lot of heat in that one, but a little high. 2-2.
Fair ball down the left field line. LaFlamme takes the big turn at first, not taking any chances being in a 7-run hole. Isaac Baranowski comes to the plate now. Isaac's 0 for 2 on the day.
Another strike.
And they are saying that pitch hit him. Just grazed him.
Well, a graze isn't a bean. But even connecting with the clothing, if I'm to understand it correctly. So
you are understanding it correctly.
No outs.
Simpson facing probably as much trouble as he faced all day. Runners on first and second for the Falcons. Pitch goes inside to Garrett Willard. Swung right through that one, 1-1. This is up high, 2-1. Nice breaking ball, drops right in. Little number in front of the plate. Willard beats it out for an infield single. Bases are loaded with nobody out.
Well, yeah, you're definitely correct. Pioneer does have that 7-run lead, but this might be the most danger Simpson has been in all game.
Got a conference at the mound. And so it's a funny game, Tyler, because things can change in a hurry. And much like the Falcons earlier on, it certainly wasn't for lack of trying, but just some well-placed hits by the Panthers. Now in this case here in the top of the 7th, a very close hit batsman was pivotal in getting that next batter up, and suddenly the bases are loaded. Simpson stays on the hill, though. And gets past Sipanyuk. Runners do not advance, though. This is second baseman Cam Graves at the plate. Graves is 1 for 3 today. Swung right through that one, 1-1. Lofted into center field. Falcons get on the board. LaFlamme scores the first run of the day for the Falcons, makes it 7-1. And the bases remain loaded. Another conference on the mound. This could be the end of the day for Ian Simpson on the mound. And it is. He jogs off.
Excellent job. Pitched a great game.
Six amazing innings today by Ian Simpson. Props to him for sure. Ethan Quinn's going to come on to finish up the 7th inning.
Ethan, a regular starting pitcher from last year's team, and without knowing who was going to pitch, I definitely felt like Ethan would have been a safe bet to be a starting pitcher for this game. But between most of the guys that I've seen do some sort of pitching, Ian Simpson, our first baseman Hugh Syhowski has done some pitching last year, and Ethan Quinn. Like, they are the major starters for Pioneer this year.
Yeah, part of the honor here is giving the ball to a senior to start opening day in what is certainly going to be their last season. And Ian did phenomenally well. 6 strong innings. Just that little nubber in front of home plate that set the stage to load the bases. And it pretty much pitched out of trouble, got the count to 1-2 on Cam Graves.
Wonder if these guys are aware that they're on camera right now.
I think they're doing a dance now.
Oh, hey. Sometimes when someone's out there warming up, you got to stay warm yourself, right?
Exactly.
And dance is a good way to get the blood flowing.
And we had seen Ethan Quinn warm up earlier in the game.
Yes, we did.
Kind of suspected that he would be the go-to guy if it got to that point, and we've gotten to that point. It's 7-1 Panthers.
And you mentioned that Mahar game. There's a very good chance that he will be the starting pitcher for that game on Thursday. So we'll see what happens. 0 outs. Ethan, first strike of the game
Quickly goes to 0-2. I think the first thing the Falcons batters are going to notice here is where Ian Simpson is more of a finesse pitcher. Ethan Quinn just rears back and fires. And he broke that one off. Just caught Graves.
There's those updates from the outfielders I've been missing.
Yes, we should have looked at our defensive alignment. That's Ian Simpson out in right field now.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Alex McClellan has moved over to shortstop. Hugh Syhowski has moved to third base. And I'm not sure who's on first. Loud to McClellan, gets the force play at second base. Another run scores. For the Falcons, 7-2. Got 2 outs in the top of the 7th inning. Ryan Bellina at the plate.
Ball 1.
Bellina's 0 for 2 today. Had a base on balls in the 2nd inning. Quinn goes high. 2-0.
It's number 2 on first. As far as playing first base, I mean, I believe that's Ben Werner.
No, 2's on short. Alex McClellan.
Oh, I apologize. A lot of shifting that went on to put Ethan Quinn on the mound. We're trying to play catch up.
Then the question begs, where did Ben Werner end up? Could that be Ben playing first?
Maybe I just misread the number, but the player's correct.
I can't see that far. And Smirowski grabs second base. Runners on second and third for the Falcons.
Sorry, number 7.
It's Ben.
Okay. Also doesn't help that Ben Werner playing first base. He's got some of that eye makeup for shielding the sun. That's out in the parking lot. But either it's intentional or it's dribbling. It's making me think of the Ultimate Warrior, the way it's looking on there.
Now, if he only starts running the ropes like the Warrior used to.
Oh, well, I can't imagine anybody having that kind of energy. It's exhausting even watching him do that.
And it's going to be a base on balls. Bases are once again loaded for the Falcons. 2 outs, top of the 7th. Score is 7-2. The Falcons have made this one interesting all of a sudden. Josh Gingras at the plate. Looks at strike one. Oh, and 2. Falcons down to their last strike. Strike 3.
And that is it.
Opening day is in the books. Panthers win 7-2.
Boy, great win by Pioneer. It was nice to. Very nice. Very nice victory dance from those guys. You know, one thing I love about this team and the kids at this school is they appreciate what we do out here, and they're having fun out there, whether they're doing a fancy jig or winning ball games. They're having fun doing it, and it's great to have that, and great to be able to record that and bring that to you folks. And as Lou mentioned earlier, we're gonna, weather permitting, we're gonna try to bring you the baseball game against Mahar on Thursday at 4 p.m. And excited to bring that to you. Should be fun. If you can't make it, tune into this. But of course, it's nothing, as I say, there's nothing quite like being here in person. And hopefully the wind stays home.
Oh, you got that right. So masterful performance on the mound today by Ian Simpson. You see him running back. Lost his cap. 6 strong innings by the senior hurler. That final inning, the Falcons pushed 2 runs across on 3 base hits, left the bases loaded. Ethan Quinn came in and gave the Panthers the final charge that they needed to hold on, in a 7-2 win for the Panthers. Panthers go to 1-0 on the season. And as my buddy Tyler said, we hope to be back here on Thursday. Mahar Senators will travel to Northfield to take on the Panthers. 3 road games next week. Tyler, as always, it's a pleasure, my friend.
Thank you, Lou, for coming out here and suffering the wind and the chilliness.
Well, I expect to be thawed out by Thursday so we can do this all over again.
One of the added benefits of having you come here and doing play-by-play is you're so used to it being this chilly out on the ice. So you're not unfamiliar with it.
Exactly. I'll just wear my long johns on Thursday just to be on the safe side.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe I'll invest in some short johns. I run a little bit hotter, so we'll see what happens. But for now, I am Tyler Warble, with me Lou Bordeaux. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.